Hello guys, welcome back to the mini save that is MK Dons, and Full-Time FM is the gaffer. George Williams is our captain, Anthony Wordsworth is our vice captain, Scott Fraser is our key player, and Matthew Sorinello, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is our hot prospect. And somewhat unusually, we have a player called Bambo Diaby, who maybe MK Dons fans may not even know. Because, well, frankly, he's been banned for a long time. I've no idea why he's suspended, but he's suspended until next year, and he won't leave. 16th of January 2022 is his ban. Dear me. And it doesn't even tell you in the biography why he's banned. He's just banned. Barnsley got him off their books. They did buy him for an undisclosed fee from Lockeren. He played 21 times for them. Went to MK Dons on a free. Played 4 games. Gets banned. So if you... In fact, hang on, let me Google it. Okay, so according to Bambo Diaby's BBC Sport report, Barnsley are unhappy about the length of doping investigation. Their chief executive, Dane Murphy at Barnsley, believes it's taking too long to complete an investigation into a doping allegation made against Tykes defender Bambo Diaby. The 22-year-old centre-back has been suspended by the club for 5 months, pending the outcome of the inquiry. And for some strange reason, the former MK Dons boss in our game decided to sign him. So, on the FA's official website, thefa.com, Bambo Diaby suspended for 2 years for breaching the FA's anti-doping regulation. What did he do? I'm not sure it was... if it was recreational, I don't think he'd have got that long. However, hygienemine. What the hell is that? So this is a Football Manager 21 channel, not a science channel. But hygienemine is a chemical found in several plants, including aconite, asarum, lotus, and Lamarck's bedstraw, sacred bamboo, and others. Shown to promote as a pre-workout supplement and improving athletic performance. It is on the World Anti-Doping Agency prohibited list. Wow. Well, that could be a piece of the worst editing ever, but just say no, folks. Bambo Diaby did not say no, and he's ended up getting suspended for 2 years, the plonker. So, Bambo Diaby no longer able to play, and the sickening thing is that he's actually still getting paid by the club. I think he's on 2.4 thousand a week, and he will not terminate his contract. And to release him on a free just costs too much money. So yeah, not good. So we're going to just move him into under 23s because he can't play for us. Now, as you can see here, I've done quite a lot of free transfers because our team was crap. So, we already know Jermaine Anderson, Lee Desmond, Ben Hannigan, Anthony Wordsworth, Bonds and Gala have come in. There's a young lad called Cameron Stanley who's a youth prospect. Now, Nathan Thomas has come in, and Carl Shepherd. Carl Shepherd has done amazing for us. He's a really, really good signing. And we're going to get to some of the games and have a look at them in a moment. A lot of these others, like Ted Molden, Alassane Mates, Darnell Mintus, James Aspinall, Peter Jurin, Shamar Moore, Roland Iduru. They're basically for the under-23s and under-18s, just as players to bolster up the squad. We did sign Thierry Nevers from Reading on loan, who has also done really well for us. He's 18. I've targeted younger players because, quite frankly, we need to have as many around as we can, because you can only have 22 players over the age of 21. Laurie Walker has left us for Kilmarnock for £1,000. Andrew Fisher has gone to Leicester for just £30,000. Richard Keogh has gone to Huddersfield for 130 grand, and I've let Jay Bird go on loan to Brackley. Or was he already? I think that might already be before me, actually. So I've just done Keogh, Fisher and Walker. They've gone out the door, brought in 163 grand. I've not actually spent any money because that Declan John deal was done before I arrived, and Bambo Diaby was also done before I arrived. So yeah, Daniel Harvey looks like a good signing, the player from Ayr United. He looks like a good prospect. Now, we did play against Peterborough United, and we actually won 5. Huge win for us. We had Lee Nichols in goal, Regan Poole, Ben Hennigan, Bonzingalo and Lee Desmond at the back, Jermaine Anderson and Anthony Wordsworth in midfield, Carl Shepherd and Nathan Thomas on the wings, Kieran Agard and Cameron Jerome up front. And you see here, Lee Desmond and Nathan Thomas on the left, with Anthony Wordsworth. Hennigan getting stuck in. Johnson Clark Harris does it back to Taylor. He squares it, goes and switches to the right where Joe Ward puts in a cross, and Taylor hits the post. Oh. So it was a tough game. Peterborough, a really good side. First half was a very, very tough game. Dembele puts one in. Carl Shepherd comes away with it. Running down the left-hand side, he's normally on the right. Taylor with a good tackle, but then Nathan Thomas picked up a knee injury. As you can see there, he had to go off. Lee Nichols, safe pair of hands at the back. And then big boot forward. Cameron Jerome's onto it. And Nathan Thomas, you can see there, is injured. I think he played for another 15 minutes. Oh, Sammy Smodics plays in Johnson Clark Harris and he smashes one into the back of the net and we go 1-0 down. Lee Nichols, a bit frustrated there, kicking the ball. Regan Poole on the right hand side. Plays it down the line to Carl Shepherd. He's tackled by Butler, sloppily tackled as well. Smodic is tackled by Anderson. Wordsworth finds Kieran Agard. He can't get past Beavers, but Thomas looks up, tries to find Shepherd. Butler clears it. Jermaine Anderson gives the ball away to Broom, and well, they nearly break away, Peterborough. Lee Nichols, big kick forward. Kieran Agard's onto it, and his shot's blocked. Keeps possession though. Crosses. Oh, Wordsworth puts it over. Christy Pym, the Peterborough keeper, quite a decent player. Sammy Smodic coming forward, right through the middle, tries to go around the keeper, shoots just wide. You can tell here, Peterborough with Johnson Clark Harris, they are a dangerous team. They did have a lot of the ball. That was a great tackle as well by Anthony Wordsworth, tracking back. Dembele are put in another corner. Good claim by Lee Nichols. Here's Q&A guard. Boom, back of the net. Get in. Oh, but he was offside. Bugger. Butler down at left-hand side for Peterborough. Ward shoots. Good save by Lee Nichols. Showing his quality there. Regan Poole clears it then. Wordsworth crosses. Carl Shepherd's there to place it home with the instep. And a cartwheel to boot. So I'm just going to do one season of this mini save with MK Dons and release it on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Just going to see if we can keep them up. It's Jermaine Anderson. The next episode tomorrow might just be the last episode of this mini save actually. Then we're just going to stick with the Celtic Monday to Friday. At the weekends, I think we'll probably do some experiments and some player guides, that kind of stuff. There's Desmond. Desmond, man! Oh, Q&A guard. Heads it into Christy Pym's hands. Do you all remember Desmond's on Channel 4? I love Desmond's with pork pie. Desmond's wife Shirley. Yeah, it was quite a good comedy programme that was. Oh, Nichols with another great save from Dembele. Here's Dembele again. Harrison Reed's shots blocked. Smodics is tackled. Oh, ball's gone. Got lost. What's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball? You know a guy's going to go searching for a golf ball. Lee Desmond with a good goal there. Good header by Desmond. Walker, who came on for Nathan Thomas down at left-hand side. Gonna cross. And there is Carlton Morris. Good goal. Superb assist. I bet you don't know what the sign on an out of business brothel says during COVID. Beat it, we're closed. Oh God. Oh, I know another dad joke. The Goodyear tire joke. What's the difference? Oh God, bloody messages. What's the difference between 365? One's a good year, one's a great year. Anyway, we all know that Santa's only got a big sack because he only comes once a year. So, enough of the dirty jokes. What are you like expecting for Christmas this year? Out now, pair of socks, bottle of whiskey. I'm expecting FM21 to get better, hopefully. So this mini save, like I say, we'll just see if we can keep MK Dons up. I'll carry on telling you some dirty jokes. Oh, good tackle by Desmond. Y'all know the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer? A hooker can wash her crack and resell it. Oh God. Oh dear me. Yeah. I might have to label this one as inappropriate content. So 5-1 MK Dons Peterborough. That was a great result. Don't forget we had 10 points and we were sat bottom of the league when we joined, and we only joined in December. So it's quite a tough ask, really. Oh, so here's the Rochdale game where we beat Rochdale 5-2, believe it or not. This was probably one of our better performances. You got Thierry Nevers on the left, Carlton Morris up front, and Jimmy Keohane there with a good tackle. This lad here, Dion McGee, got released by Man United and he's still available in real life. He's a very good left-footed player, and he signed for Rochdale. I wish he'd do it in real life. So George Williams finds Cameron Jerome. Carl Shepherd on the right looks for Jerome again, who finds Thierry Nevers at the back post. And that's 1-0 to MK Dons. George Williams again, linking up with Jerome. Morris can't get on the end of that cross, but Nevers does. Gives it to Harvey, shoots wide. Quadwell Barr, one of the youngsters at Rochdale. Stephen Humphreys, the main striker. And you can see why with that finish. Hell of a finish. Headed out by Keohane. Harvey on the left puts it back in. Morris heads it glancingly into the path of Cameron Jerome, who finishes with aplomb against Gavin Bazunu, the Rochdale keeper. Do you all know the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. That's bad. What did the banana say to the vibrator? Why are you shaking? She's going to eat me. Oh, God. Here's Cameron Jerome again. Oh, smashes one. What a great finish. Cameron Jerome is just on fire, by the way. McGee to Humphreys for Rochdale. Plays it back and here's Cameron Jerome intercepting it. Oh, goes past Talaji Bowler and Gavin Bazunu makes a save. Oh, what a finish, by the way. Jimmy Ryan, long range. He doesn't hit them very often, but bloody hell, he hit that one. Oh, Joe Mason, who's come back from injury, couldn't finish there. Hey, do you all know the difference between your wife and your job? After 5 years, your job will still suck. It's George Williams back to Lee Nichols, who clears it upfield. Jimmy Keohane. Jimmy Keohane's having problems with Thierry Nevers, who's behind him again. Shoots right into the bottom corner and he gets his goal that he deserves. Thierry Nevers with dancing there. So, he's had a good game, Thierry Nevers. So Rochdale they did all right, to be honest with you. They're a pretty tough team, to be fair to them. They are difficult to beat, but we still managed it because we're just boss. So, somewhat amazingly, with all my dad jokes as well, we actually have gone from bottom of the league on 10 points, I think we were, all the way up to 12th. We played 23, plus 1 goal difference now, and we have 28 points on the board. So, let's just have a look at the schedule here, have a look at some of the highlights. Obviously the Peterborough and the Rochdale game, good wins. We've just beaten Fleetwood and Carl Shepherd again with a goal. Who else got the other goal? Hang on, it doesn't show me who got the other goal. Yeah, Burnley at home in the FA Cup third round next. I think we've already beaten Is it Wealdstone? Yeah. Wealdstone and Boston United. Wealdstone, I think we beat them after extra time. Carlton Morris with that goal. And Boston, that was pretty easy. Carlton Morris and Kevin Agard got the goals there. So I think we've done pretty well. All in, I've lost... I took over at the Burton game here. So I've lost 1, but 1 sits, which is pretty bloody amazing, to be honest. But that's got a lot to do with all the free agents we've signed. Now, what I've started to do here is, you see how I've got the players in the positions that they want to play in? Well, if you go to instructions, you can have a preset here for this centre-back, and you can create your own preset. So I've got them to mark tighter, tackle harder, shorter passing, take fewer risks, hold the position, shoot less often and dribble less. So basically no nonsense defending. And that's what he'll be doing. So you can actually issue independent instructions of the team instructions to the player. So you can give him a job just to focus on. Now this game against Burnley in the FA Cup third round, we're not going to win. I already know that. So I've picked a weakened squad. A squad which I think is going to lose. Now it's asking me to make changes to the team, which I'm not going to do, because I'm just basically going to... Look at this, they're playing Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes up front, Dwight McNeil, Ashley Westwood, Jack Cork, Kiko Firmino in midfield. They got Nick Pope in goal. Lowton, Kevin Long used to play for Rochdale. He's a good centre half. Benjamin Mee and Charlie Taylor at the back. So, yeah, I'm not confident of beating Burnley. Not at all. So I think we've just got to go with what's possibly our weakest squad, or the players who need the game time, the match sharpness. Use this game as a free hit, and yeah, so we'll just have a little watch. So you see here, team sheet, we got Peter Durin, Ted Mulden at right back, Bonzingala, Bailey Cargill at centre half, Matthew Sorinola at left back. We've got Mitch Rose, Anthony Wordsworth in midfield, Sam Nombe, who was on loan at Luton, I've recalled him, he's on the right wing, Danny Lloyd, a free transfers on the left wing, Joe Mason up front with a new signing, a young lad called Shamal Moore. On the bench, James Aspinall, another new signing, Ben Hennigan, Barry McNamee, Jermaine Anderson, Nathan Thomas, Alassane Mate, and Cameron Stanley. So it's a completely different side, and I'm kind of all right with it, to be honest with you, because I think after I picked the first team that we had, we only had like 2 spare players, and they were kids in the squad. So we actually needed to bring in quite a few players. So we've got 22 over 21 players, and I've brought in like 10 18, 19-year-olds with potential, obviously, and they're going to be squad fillers. Oh, Danny Lloyd brings a save from Nick Pope, England's number 1. Here's Bailey Cargill, centre half, left-footed centre half, getting a chance today. Anthony Wordsworth looking forward for more, but unfortunately he couldn't find Mason. Ted Molden at right back gives it back to Bonzingala to play forward. Molden looking for more, he can't hold it up. Ashley Westwood in midfield with Jack Cork there controlling things. Ashley Barnes has the ball now, plays it to the left to Dwight McNeil. Cuts inside, shoots, and Duran saves. Charlie Taylor whips one in. Puts it on the head of Ashley Barnes. That's his 9th goal of the season. We're 1-0 down after 8 minutes. I can't be too hard on the lads. It is a Premier League team who, quite frankly, they're really good. Sean Dyche is at Burnley, and I just think he's the kind of manager that would probably improve a team like Newcastle. With a bigger budget and better players. I just don't know why Sean Dyche shouldn't get a better job somewhere else, to be honest with you. Lowton puts one in for McNeil. He's at the... keeper had made a save, but McNeil smashes in the rebound. You all know why God gave men penises, right? So we have at least one way of shutting a woman up. That's a bit naughty, that one. There's Nick Pope lashing it forward for Barnes, who knocks it down for McNeil, who finds Westwood. He's looking for Kiko Firmino at the back stick, and Duran makes a good save. Good pressure there by the striker, closing down the keeper, but Ashley Barnes gives it to Westwood. We're playing too much of a high line here. I'm not doing the lads any favours whatsoever. So, I tell you what, let's stay positive. In possession. Let's slow the tempo right down because, frankly, I think we'll get murdered. Let's play a lower defensive line. There we go. I think we're good. Confirm those changes. And let's berate them. And they all reacted well to it. There you go, except for Moore. Kiko Firmino looks quicker than I remember him. Good cross, but Barnes heads it wide. I was actually shocked to learn that MK Dons have a stadium that's 30,000 plus seats. That's like Sleeping Giant Stadia, that is. But they've never been Giants, that's the thing. You know why women have orgasms, right? It's just another way of moaning at a man. Kiko Firmino gets his first goal of the season against us, 4-0. This is not pretty. Well, they're playing a flat 4-4-2 as well. So our 4-2-4 is not really working that well. Although we've had 47% of possession, which isn't that bad. Here's Ben Mee put under pressure by Moore. Put Pope under pressure to kick that long. McNeil, however, finds it, turns, goes past Molden, who's caught up with him now, but he still crosses towards Wood. I think that might have hit the post, and we've cleared it out. It's going to be interesting to see what they recommend as the team talk. Those are the player statistics, which I don't think we really need. I mean, Wordsworth and Soranella are not that fit. Dressing room. Throw a water bottle. It's extremely poor. Christ, they did not like that, did they? So it's all about fitness and getting them fit. These boys, they haven't played a lot of games. I might take off Wordsworth because he's played a few. Might take off Joe Mason to save his legs as well, because it looks like we may need him for the season. What is Moore doing there? He finds a way to Goodmanson. Barnes looks for Wood. He's through. Oh, he's lobbed the keeper. That's actually a really good goal. Oh, that's a really good chip, actually. Peter Durin, 6.7, so he's not playing horrible. He's just not getting a lot of help, I think. Let's see. It's offering me lots of advice, and every time it does, it scrolls back up to the top, which does not help me one bit. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, some of these players are having an absolute mare. Nombe looks as though he's having an absolute terrible game. Let's bring on Nathan Thomas for him. Wordsworth is not looking great in that midfield. Let's bring on Jermaine Anderson. Who else? Sorinello and Molden. They're not going to play that much, those two, so I'd rather keep them on. Mason, however, I think we could probably bring on Alassane Mates for him. Here's Musa for Burnley. Oh, he crosses to the back post. Cargill heads it clear. Here's Danny Lloyd with a dodgy back pass to the keeper Durin. 5-0. I'd settle for this, to be honest with you. I'd like a goal. I'd like a consolation. I don't think we're going to get it. Westwood puts a cross in. Oh, Jack Cork for Burnley. 6-0. That's not fair, really. So it's a bit of a tough one to take that. Well, that result, it's a bit like a woman's push-up bra. As soon as you get the result, you realise it's half empty. That's Just not a good performance. It's not a good joke either, to be honest. That is pretty bloody terrible. So we've had 2 really good wins where we've battered the opposition, and then we've got battered ourselves. So yeah, that's probably going to help our league form, actually, because we're halfway through the season with 23 games. We've won 7 when we'd only won 1 before we arrived. We've drawn 7, lost 9, plus 1 goal difference, 28 points. I think we'll be okay. I think we can keep MK Dons up. Come back tomorrow, and we'll see at 5 o'clock tomorrow whether we can actually keep MK Dons up. If we can, belting, absolute brilliant. If we can't, well, worst mini save in history. And I might just come back with a few more dad jokes. Yeah, like how do you circumcise a hillbilly? You kick your sister in the jaw. How do you embarrass an archaeologist? Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it comes from. So, terrible. Telling you more dad jokes tomorrow seems like a threat. So Sam Nombe is injured 1 to 3 days. We had a hell of a lot of injuries. David Kasumi is still injured for 3 months. Desmond's injured for 3 days. Nombe's injured for 3 days. Hiram Boateng still got another 2 months to go. Jordan Houghton's got 4 months to go. It's ridiculous how many injuries this club had when I took over. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, this is the beta save. And it should be a really good save for us. Let's see. I'm just ignoring these press conference things. Let's see. Man United beat Liverpool 2-1 in extra time. Rochdale lost to Preston 4-0. Right, Anthony Gordon, the Everton player. This kid is the bane of my life. Honestly, I want my team to sign him because every time in FM20 I played against him, usually he played for someone like Brighton, and he absolutely battered us. Scored every time. So, I will see you all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you all soon. Bye now.